Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Thursday, September 1st, 2016. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Students from 5 of the island's schools will receive the gift of a new school backpack under a new initiative which was launched yesterday, Wednesday, August 31st, by the Deputy Premier, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Making the presentation, Minister Brantley explained the aim behind the Believe in Yourself backpack program.
Sometimes the best way to show leadership is actually to step out, even if it's a small step, with the hope that other people might get involved. I'm also very cognizant of the fact that in the island now we've had some problems with our youth. We've had some youth going astray, and many feel that part of it is that not enough interest is being paid by others in the community. And we thought that if we could have the primary school students benefit from it, and we could inculcate this sense that they ought to be themselves but also believe in themselves, it helps to build self-esteem, it helps to encourage them. So it's a simple message, but the idea is that it's a start.
The donation was presented to the principals of Nevis Academy, the Charlestown, Ivor Walters and Elizabeth Pemberton Primary Schools, as well as the Cicely Brown Integrated and Maud Cross Preparatory Schools.
I'm the representative for St. Paul's and St. John's, and so I thought to start there because it's a personal initiative. It's not a government initiative. It's not government funded. So I had to find the resources to make it possible. And whilst that's the start, I want to assure the public that the idea is to make it annual and to expand it island-wide. And I'm imploring the parents to allow the students to have the bags, allow them to have the benefit of them. And as we try to develop this charity, Believe in Yourself, and try to add some meat to it as we go over the years, that I hope it will become something integral to the development of our youth on the island of Nevis. So I believe that we have close to 1,000 bags that were ordered to make sure that each student entering the school and from all the way up to grade 6 can get a bag. And so my hope would be that they not only get the bag and use the bag, but they also be themselves and they believe in themselves, and that message can resonate throughout the primary school community, and hopefully as we do this year by year, that it goes into the high schools as well.
Principal Education Officer Palsy Wilkin welcomed Minister Brantley's partnership with the Ministry of Education, while Permanent Secretary Wakely Daniel thanked him for investing in the island's children, saying the gift will serve as an inspiration to them. Principal Education Officer Palsy Wilkin has expressed congratulations to the island's secondary school principals and staff, parents and their children for the recent success in the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC, and Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations, CAPE. At Monday's back-to-school exercise for teachers, Wilkin highlighted the performances of some of the top students.
We commend our best students. Roll J. Williams from the Gingerland Secondary School, returning 17 subjects with 17 ones. We commend Orion Stapleton at the 6th form level, 10 units with 6 grade 1s. We commend Mr. Camille Wilkin, 9 units with 5 grade 1s. We commend Ronicia Liburd, 11 subjects with 11 ones. I do want to pay special congratulations to all of our students for the good results that were returned this year. Teachers, principals, and everyone, thanks for your hard work, your dedication and commitment to educating our nation's children.
According to Premier, the Honourable Vance Amory, a full analysis of the 2016 CXC results for Nevis will be given in a subsequent report by him as Minister of Education. Through a competition titled Climate Smart Agriculture, Stories from Farmers in the Eastern Caribbean States, the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, seeks to identify successful cases of climate smart practices. According to Eric Evelyn, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, an organization in Nevis won the local leg of that competition.
The Inter-American Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture, IICA, would have organized a climate smart competition this year. The competition would have been launched in March in St. Kitts, and it was an OECS competition where all of the islands of the OECS were to submit entries based on what they're doing on their farms to combat the effects of climate change. St. Kitts and Nevis being a part of the OECS, they would have submitted 6 entries, 3 from St. Kitts and 3 from Nevis, and then we would have had entries from the rest of the OECS countries. I am happy to report that from the 6 entries that were submitted from St. Kitts and Nevis, that the New River Farmers Cooperative Society Limited from Nevis would have won the national leg of that competition. The prize giving ceremony would have taken place in St. Kitts about 2 weeks ago, and I wanted this time to congratulate the New River Farmers Cooperative Society Limited.
Evelyn outlined the details of the competition piece.
In the submission that was given by the New River Farmers Cooperative Society Limited, they would have focused on the work that they currently do with the New River Spring, and they also would have had some grant funding for a project to assist in the proper distribution of water for the farmers. They would have also looked at things they do in terms of mitigating the effects of climate change, like mulching, using the plastic, using the organic mulch. Also looked at drip irrigation and other means, other things that they're doing to combat climate change.
He, in turn, congratulated the New River Farmers Cooperative Society Limited.
I would like once again to congratulate the New River Farmers Cooperative Society Limited, and we are hoping that this being documented, it could be used not only in Nevis but throughout the region for farmers to continue to institute measures to combat the effects of climate change.
The St. Vincent and the Grenadines was the overall winner of the competition. Still to come.
The 2 students who will be journeying to Costa Rica sometime in the middle of September are Dejon Jeffers and Kyle Liburd.
We'll have the details after this break.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive.
But the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Welcome back. The Ministry and Department of Agriculture continues to look at ways and means to add to its pool of trained technicians. This is according to Permanent Secretary Eric Evelyn. 2 young men on Nevis have recently been accepted at Earth University in Costa Rica.
The 2 students who will be journeying to Costa Rica sometime in the middle of September are Dejon Jeffers and Kyle Liburd. I want to congratulate the 2 students, and of course after they would have trained, it's a 4-year training program, and I must say that the trip that myself and the minister made to Earth University earlier this year would have borne fruit because of the fact that the registration process would have gone, the deadline would have passed for the students to apply, and because of some discussions that myself and the minister had with the officials from Earth University, they were able to extend the deadline, and when I returned I was able to do some additional promotion, and so we were able to get these 2 young men who are interested, and they applied, and we are extremely delighted that they are successful.
Evelyn congratulated Dejon Jeffers and Kyle Liburd.
So I want to congratulate the 2 young men who will be traveling to Costa Rica, in September to pursue the 4-year degree in agriculture at Earth University, and it just shows that the agriculture department and the ministry, we continue to be on the move. We continue to look out for persons who are entering the department, persons who are in the department. And I also want to say thanks to the donor, the person who is sponsoring the scholarships, Miss Ann Bass, for this generous gift and for assuring and for ensuring that students from Nevis are given university education.
Evelyn says the two young men were chosen through an interview process which was done on Nevis by a professor from Earth University. There are currently 3 students from Nevis studying at Earth University. 2 students have completed 2 years and the other student has completed 1 year. The Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis has once again demonstrated that it is committed to the educational advancement of persons pursuing tertiary education. General Manager Ledworth Harris on Friday, August 26th, announced that the bank had provided a one-off scholarship of $5,000 to Cleticia Daniel, a student at the University of the West Indies in Jamaica, and the reigning Miss Culture Queen, who was sponsored by the bank. On August 26th, Daniel traveled to Bassier St. Kitts to present her crown to her sponsor and was warmly welcomed by staff members led by the general manager. As a sponsor of Culturama 42 and others before that, the Development Bank was proud to have Cleticia as its representative, said Harris. She had shown promise, and with her past role as a junior minister of tourism in Nevis while still in secondary school, and now the current Miss Rex 2016, a crown she won at the University of the West Indies in Jamaica, the bank was assured of a win. Harris, who wished Daniel well as she carries out the ambassadorial duties of Miss Culture Queen, at the same time expressed hope that upon completing her studies, she will return to the Federation to assist in the development of the nation. And that brings us to the end of tonight's presentation of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Good night.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.